Know your company. So, do you know your company you're investing into? As Peter Lynch says, one of very popular statement by Peter Lynch, he says behind every stock is a company. So, get to know more about the company before you invest into it. So, with respect to that specific statement, I took up upon me saying that I want to make various videos upon different companies, focusing upon specific companies which I admire with respect to the management, its integrity, its honesty, and with respect to the profit ratios and financial ratios when it comes to investing into such companies. I may be not be investing in it today, but I may be having a future outlook to investing in such companies. So today I'm going to make a know your company of a very popular retail company in India. This retail company's name, I'm going to share it in a few minutes. Before I forget, please share and subscribe this specific video so that others can also get advantage from understanding which is this retail company, an introduction to this retail company, getting to know its presence across the nation, where all it is present, how does journeys actually start. Then we're also going to see the various product configuration of the specific company. We're going to see about its revenue contribution of the different business segments of this specific retail company, and also going to see also about the valuation in terms of the financial matrices. Does it make sense? Is it a worthwhile quality company to invest into today or maybe in the future? So share and subscribe before you forget, and like it towards the end of the video as well. So when it comes to this specific company, which is this company? This company is none other than, my friends, Avenue Supermart. Avenue Supermart has a chain of retail stores operating under the brand name as D-Mart. Must be very popular. You must be already knowing about it. I would say discount market. D for discount, D Mart. These are the vast number of stores open pan India, across India since 2000 year 2000. It was brainchild of none other than the value investor Radhakrishnan Damani. So more about this company. This I'm going to share about further aspects about the company. I already introduced about the company. So Avenue Supermarket, as I reiterate, is an Indian-based company which owns and operates D-Mart ready stores as well as other subsidiaries. And the chairman of this company is Radhakrishnan Damani, who is also a value investor. So his vision, his mission is basically started in the year he started his first store in Maharashtra back in the year 2000. I'm about to say 2001 or 2, but it's not 2001 or 2, it is year 2000 where he started his first store in Maharashtra. So after he started his first store in Maharashtra, his mission was to be a low cost retailer so that he can make products of high quality available to the vast middle class income people. Not only to middle class income people, but I see a lot of people who are from the upper higher middle class, coming to the stores to avail the discount it offers on everyday low cost basis, everyday low cost, not special offers and things like that. When special offers come, you can imagine the type of discounts it will have. Today it has presence across 10 states, one union territory. It has grown steadily over the period of years. So where all it is present in India? Let's see on the screen. This is the growth of D-Mart. D-Mart since 2002, it started in Maharashtra with 2 stores, going ahead in 2007, 2008, having in Maharashtra as well as Gujarat almost close to 12 stores, and then subsequently growing to 62 stores in 2012 and then to 34 stores in 2020-21. This is the vast presence across India. You can see, my friends, and then in 2021-22, it has almost about 282 stores. It is going green across pan India. There are a few more states left to be covered, but before D-Mart starts its stores into a specific state or specific city, it does a thorough research about the consumer as well as the various locations where it can bring in an advantage. needs to understand the consumer sentiment, and it does a very deep dive analysis about the specific area where it wants to operate. So what are the different product categories it has? So different product categories, as you see, it has the three product categories. The first is foods, and the second non-food, and then finally general merchandise and apparel. Under foods, it has groceries, staples, processed food, dairy products, confectionaries, fruits and vegetables. And then when it comes to non-food, of course, you have home care products as well as personal care products, toiletries, and other over-the-counter products as well. Then when it comes to merchandises, it has bathrobes, it has bed and toys and games and crockery, plastic goods, garments for every person, every gender. It sells garments, footwear as well. And when it comes to seasonal aspects, when it comes to the rains and all, it sells even umbrellas and raincoats. Those aspects also it sells based on the season of the particular state. And then it sells even the utensils as well as home appliances. So next category we will see at the revenue distribution. So as I said, my friends, this video is going to take a bit longer. So please bear with me patiently. So we want to really understand this specific company, and very interesting points coming up in the subsequent few minutes as well with respect to financial matrices, which is key to investing into the specific company. So next we are going to see the revenue distribution. The revenue distribution across food segment is almost 56%. 56% in 2021-22. That's the latest revenue percentage. And then when it comes to non-food, it's almost about 19.74, that's almost 20%. And when it comes to general merchandise, is 23.4%. That is the revenue mix for Avenue Supermart. And then what are the different initiatives it has taken? One of the fantastic initiative I would like to mention specifically is about the bulk dispenser. We use liquid detergents in our household. The top load washing machine takes in this liquid detergent which you might purchase from Surf Excel, from HUL or Ariel, from Procter & Gamble, whatever it might be. But this specific dispenser is by Hindustan Unilever. Hindustan Unilever has made these dispensers available to DMart, and DMart in collaboration with Hindustan Unilever, they reuse this plastic bags. Liquid comes into a particular packing by Hindustan Unilever. So you can reuse the packing of Hindustan Unilever, refill it on this bulk dispenser, and then continue using the liquid detergent. Isn't it fantastic? It is worthwhile initiative by DMart in collaboration with Hindustan Unilever. Trying to be very environment conscious, trying to avoid this disposal of plastic related items or whatever, this item it could reuse by the consumer themselves to refill it back. And then it has initiative with respect to solar capacity being increased. Year on year, you see the solar capacity increase so that it can use renewable energy for its plant and machinery, or when it comes to its own buildings where it operates to sell its particular products. And then it has green building certificates increasing year on year. And then it has, quote, social responsibility, where it has taken to educate the vast population, taking up teaching services for various children among the needy class. So it has it operates like need-based tuitions, or classes where it serves the people who may not able to afford going to Akash Academy or like Allen Academy, which charges a lot of fees. So these are the various initiatives that DMart has taken. Then when it comes to financial metrics, one of my favorite financial metrics, when it comes to profit and loss statement, as you see, the profit and loss statement since 2012 to 2022 on the screen, as you can see. 2012, the sales was almost about 2,209, and then going all the way to 30,976 crores, my friend. Can you believe that? Fantastic. How much gain is there? More than 10 times. It's a 10 bagger, in fact. More than 10 bagger. And then when it comes to the operating profit almost from 138, It has grown all the way to 2502 crores, my friend. Is it 10 times? Is it more than 10 times? 10 bagger anytime, isn't it? So then when it comes to balance sheet, the stability of the finances of the specific company, when you see the balance sheet, you can see it grow all the way, the reserves. You can see the shareholders reserves, that is the second line, which starts from 2012, 148 to growing all the way to 14,358. That's a massive, not 10 times, my friend, 100 times. He's a 100 bag, and he's still probably trading today at a discounted price compared to its intrinsic value. I hope it's 100%. Just to relook at it, 148 into 10 will give you 1,480, but this is 14,358. That is 100 times. Without any question, my friend, it is what it's a 100 bagger. Can you believe it? And it still has a very vast states and cities to grow its business, to grow its retail chain, and still remain profitable because it's a low cost retailer. Consumers will automatically flock to it and buy merchandises in bulk. They're focusing on a customer or consumer entering its stores once in a month and purchasing in a huge bulk quantities for the month. That is its focus. But I've seen people ending up into DMart stores almost twice a month, or some people even once a week. When it comes to the financial metrics, the cash flow, as you can see, the operating cash flow has increased all the way from 65 to 1,372. That's massive increase in cash flow. But when it comes to the free cash flow, well, that is quite not so good. The free cash flow is negative, in fact, and the reason why the free cash flow is negative, because it believes on the notion of acquiring the land and building, and this land and building are non-perishable. They last even for a long period of time. It doesn't have a vast investment into machineries as such, which wear and tear quite frequently over a period of 10 years, and you have to replace the machinery. But when it comes to land is indestructible unless you have a god turned event happening upon the country. God forbid that. But for a building also, it lasts almost 100 years for a building, the life of a building, the span of a building. Okay, not 100 years, maybe 50 years. So that's the reason the free cash flow is low or almost negative for DMart. So some of the investors might turn very cautious when it comes to the free cash flow, which is negative in case of Avenue Supermarket. So they may stay away from investing into Avenue Supermarket. But you could have a different perspective, but suit your own decision based on the free cash flow. So when it comes to financial metrics, we see that the sales growth over the 10 years has compounded almost by 30%. The profit growth has compounded by 38%. And you see the debtor days almost like 1 day, and days payable is 8 days. Fantastic. All its suppliers will be very happy to give products to DMart because it's paying within 8 days. And 1 day is its debtor days. That means the consumers pay it immediately. Of course, there is if the consumer enter the stores, so it gets consumed so fast in DMart stores because of its low cost value every day. What does the chart actually say today? It's the chart. I pull out the chart since 2019 all the way to 2023. Today it is trading. Today, that is March 2023. It is trading available at a cost of 3,300 almost roughly. So it is worth investing at this particular price. You need to do the valuation method, my friends. DCF, discounted cash flow model. Discounted cash flow model, if we apply on DMart, it's not going to be fruitful because of the negative free cash flow. I put away discounted cash flow then. But then I use the Buffett methodology to understand whether it's worthwhile investment today. And then also the earned value, enterprise value, enterprise value versus the EBITDA of the company. Based on all this, on these two aspects, as well as my own method of valuation with respect to the last crash, what was the price to book on the last crash and the today's price to book. So based on that, I think today we need to wait until the price comes out to a reasonable level below maybe 3000, so that we can start investing our capital into it. Whether will it be available at below 3000, that is also in question mark, but it is not available. It's an investor's choice to play the game. You can play the game when it comes to your level or not. There are millions of companies out there which might be available at below the intrinsic value, and there are companies as a matter of fact. So before you want to invest, you can wait for it to come to your price level and then only invest. So in case you have liked this video, please like it, share and subscribe as well to as many people as possible, so they can understand whether DMart or Avenue Supermarket, as its name is mentioned, listed on the NSE and the BSE, can have a look and take your investing decision. So before I wind up, let's see at some of the subsidiaries where it's trying to actually expand itself. And I'm so happy with this subsidiaries, the way it's thinking to expand its business. It has this Aligned Retail Trades Private Limited, and it has Food Plaza Private Limited, then it has Developer Private Limited and E-Commerce Limited, as well as Reflect Wholesale and Retail Private Limited. So when it comes to Retail Trade Limited, it mostly focuses on engaging the business of packing and selling of grocery products, spices and dry fruits under its own brand. Then it has the Plaza Limited, where it operates food stalls in the DMart store. Food stalls in DMart, so it sells you ice cream and other, maybe pizza and other things going forward, where it can earn revenue as well as make profit out of its own existing stores. And then it has Nahar Developers, which is focused fully on land and construction. And then the e-commerce business, wherein it has this online presence of itself and the brand name called as DMart Ready. Well, this DMart Ready stores, as you can see on the finances, based on DMart Ready, it's a negative. I mean, the net profit made by DMart Ready, it's under losses in fact. So, but the losses are taken over by the huge profit gotten by the actual stores. And then you have the wholesale business, which deals with wholesale and retail of goods and products. So it's a just commences operation. So we're going to see how that's going to perform in the future. So that's all about Avenue Supermarket, and I hope you have liked this specific video detailing every aspect of Avenue Supermarket. And in case you're looking at more topics to be covered as part of a KYC, as part of Know Your Company, if you want more aspects to be covered for different companies of the next company which I'm going to talk about, or if you have a specific company which you want me to take up, maybe could turn out not to be my favorite, but it could be your favorite, which you want me to analyze with respect to the financial matrices, what are the product ranges, what are the revenue distribution, and whether it makes investing sense today to invest into the specific company. So if you want to know all these aspects, please drop in a note in the comment section below there. Feel free, and I'll be glad to take up that particular company in subsequent weeks as well. So until then, see you, like the video, share, subscribe, and stay healthy and invest well.